I was challenged the moment I walked into my first class. The students had already studied the entire textbook and set me up to fail. Even the monitors questioned my authority. I refused to give in. I took time to learn who they were, and in the next lesson I opened a different world of artworks, far beyond the pages of any curriculum. They might not have been captivated, but they could no longer ignore me. Teaching them to question, think, and debate was the first real step. Then something shocking happened. The school nurse was fired after giving out condoms. A student named Betty had denounced her in the school paper, accusing her of encouraging premarital sex. It wasn't the only tradition that rattled me. Their so-called etiquette class was nothing more than a rehearsal for being a bride.
A few years from now, your sole responsibility will be taking care of your husband and children. You may all be here for an easy A, but the grade that matters the most is the one he gives you.
I poured my frustration and my hope into my own lessons. Any assignment without independent thought earned a C, but I always offered a chance to revise. And if a girl ever hinted at dreams beyond marriage and children, just for fun, if you could go to any law school in the country, which would it be?
Yale.
I handed her a Yale application. I wanted them to feel art, not just memorize it. I asked them to paint their own sunflowers in the spirit of Van Gogh. I took them to see ancient stone carvings, to stand in front of something bigger than a textbook. Most of the girls began to warm to me. Only Betty stayed defiant, board member's daughter, guardian of tradition, and the spark that cost the nurse her job. She was also the first to marry, skipping 6 of my classes for her honeymoon. I refused to excuse her absence. She cited school tradition and honeymoon leave. I knew she would print my name in the paper next. She did, and pressure followed from parents, from the board. Yet more students signed up for my course. That gave me leverage until I read my renewal contract. Every lesson would need approval. Life guidance was forbidden. I hesitated for weeks. Then at graduation, Betty found me. She asked for help finding an apartment. She was leaving her husband and wanted to apply to Yale. I was stunned, but I didn't question her. I said yes. Later I learned how marriage had nearly crushed her. Her parents' home was no refuge. Faced with a cold, unfaithful husband as her future, she chose to break with tradition. Through Betty, I found my own answer. I turned down the contract. I couldn't teach freely. I would walk away. I didn't leave alone. The girls brought me their own sunflower paintings, each alive in its own way. They escorted my car for a long stretch on the day I left. I can only hope every one of them finds a life they truly choose.